Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to the new week. It's Monday morning, everybody. How are you feeling?
Doing good, doing great. Had a good weekend.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm exhausted. I went to Durango for the Independent Film Festival, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity in the next couple days to talk a little more about it, because it was really a wonderful experience. And I just want to thank the people of Durango for being so hospitable. Elias Gallegos, Face Fox, was there as well. And there's a lot of viewers in Durango. So hi, everybody. Thank you so much for watching our show and loving it so much. And a lot of people from Santa Fe and Albuquerque who were there this weekend. So I think we've gained some new viewers. So it was really a great experience all around. Really great.
Yeah, it's a great town.
Yes, and lots of sunshine yesterday. It was gorgeous out there at Purgatory on we were right by the slopes.
Did you guys ski?
There. I did not ski, no. But we did interview a filmmaker who was there skiing, and sitting out there with that sun beating down and the snow all around you. It was like
it's a beautiful place.
Heaven. Yeah. It was amazing.
So pretty everywhere. I mean, you really can't go wrong in any of the ski areas around here in New Mexico or Colorado.
Exactly, and you know so much about that. I've never been in that kind of an atmosphere before, believe it or not. I've been around the ocean a lot, but never around snow ski slopes. It's just something that was totally new to me, and something I will definitely have to do again. So, but I have to be careful because I don't want to end up in a sling. Okay, now big health news that will make a lot of women very happy. 50 years after the female birth control pill gave women greater control over their lives, a contraceptive option for men may now be in sight, believe it or not. For the first time, a safe, effective male contraceptive actually appears to be within reach. Men may soon have the options of taking a daily pill, believe it or not, really. Applying a patch or gel to the skin, receiving an injection every 3 months, or having an implant placed under the skin once a year. So a couple different options. Interesting for men to finally be taking some level of responsibility in that department as well.
I know that'll be interesting to see, and it is going to be hormonal. I was reading about this morning, and so it is similar to how we take the pills, or women do, and it's a hormonal thing. So there have been, I think they've said there was like some weight gain for some of the guys. I think it's extra testosterone. So that makes me kind of curious. You know, they say no steroids, because the testosterone sometimes it can make guys really
amped up.
Right, and aggressive. So I wonder what will happen with that. They say so far that it should be safe. It'll be coming out probably in the next few months. And then you have this whole other thing. Do you trust your guy? Do you trust your husband to remember to take the pill every single day? Because you know what? A lot of times
they forget.
They are a little forgetful.
They're forgetful sometimes. No offense, boys, but there is something to the idea of women kind of remembering their schedules, and men having to check in with the women to remember their schedules. And you know what else I would be interested in seeing? If any moodiness would happen, because, you know, like you said, the up and down.
I heard that there was a possible side effect. I read about that. There was a possible side effect would be moodiness too. Oh gosh.
Do we really need that?
2 PMSing in the same month?
No, I don't think we need that. I don't think we need 2 people like that in one house. Absolutely not.
We'd love to hear what you would have to say about that. So if you want to post any comments on what you think about the male form of birth control, definitely send us a Facebook message.
Yeah, we'd love to hear. Or you can always contact us at nmstyle@casa.com. And now let's check in with KRQE News 13 morning anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with today's headlines. Hi, Elizabeth.
Did you say men and birth control pills?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. It's about time, I say. Interesting story, though. Good morning to you, ladies. Good morning to you at home. On a very serious note, however, this morning, developing right now, crews in Carlsbad are digging a second tunnel to try to reach the body of a little boy who is trapped in a deep, narrow hole. Authorities say 4-year-old Samuel Jones is in a hole, which is actually an old well that's in a neighbor's backyard. The boy went missing Saturday night, which triggered an Amber Alert across the state. Yesterday, a police officer discovered the hole and used a camera to confirm that the boy was trapped inside there.
We initially began with rescue procedures. Unfortunately, it was discovered that the conditions inside the hole were not survivable, the amount of oxygen that was there, the temperature, that type of thing.
Friends say police showed the family the video to make sure that the child was indeed Samuel Jones. The Carlsbad police chief is actually saying that the temperature and the oxygen conditions in the hole are not favorable for anyone to survive. Again, emergency crews working right now to try and reach the boy. They expect that will happen sometime soon. Of course, we will keep you posted on to Casa Fox as well as on KRQE.com. The community of Carlsbad, meanwhile, is coming together to support this little boy's family. Ruthie Porter sent us these pictures of the crowd and volunteers there. They had a candlelight vigil near the area where the little boy is trapped last night. A Santa Fe mother remains in jail this morning accused of This is very disturbing, slashing her children's throats. Cops say Sherry Reeser used a box cutter to do it. She is charged with attempted murder, child abuse, and tampering with evidence. Police say they got a call from a nurse at a local hospital in Santa Fe on Saturday night about a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old with their throats cut. Investigators say the oldest boy told them his mom tried to kill him.
Drugs and alcohol involved?
Absolutely none. The mother made some concerning statements about, something about, quote, the devil taking the kids away, end of quote.
Police say Reeser told them that she wanted to kill her kids before anyone else did. She also admitted she had been taking powerful prescription drugs for bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. Both boys, however, will survive. They are in state custody right now. Police say a former Albuquerque city councilor has been busted for DWI. Greg Payne was also the director for Albuquerque Ride. You'll probably be familiar with him. He was actually stopped around midnight on Saturday. This is actually file video of him. Police say he admitted to drinking 2 glasses of wine, but failed a field sobriety test, blowing a 1.6 or twice the legal limit. When Payne was a city councilor, he fought to immobilize the cars of repeat drunk drivers by putting a boot in their vehicle. Payne is also a former member of the New Mexico House of Representatives. Now, when he was stopped over the weekend, Payne was also charged with abandonment and cruelty to children after they say he admitted his 9- and 7-year-old children were home alone. Copper thieves have one more reason to avoid New Mexico this morning. Governor Susana Martinez signed a new law this weekend that will make it harder to swipe the metal. It requires secondhand metal dealers to be permitted by the state. Metal dealers will also have to require to have documentation showing that they are buying metals from rightful owners.
A lot of businesses are losing money because they're having to replace that copper or that material over and over and over again because the thieves know that this utility company can't operate with that material being a part of the system.
Now, there are 1,200 metal dealers across the state right now. Only 50 of them voluntarily register with the state of New Mexico. And if the price of gas isn't bad enough, now, listen to this, you'll have to worry about crooks trying to steal it right out of your gas tank. Yes, this is what's happening across the country, including especially in a neighborhood in New Hampshire. It's such a problem there that locking gas caps are now selling twice as fast as they were a few weeks ago. Police say they're trying to spend more time in those neighborhoods to keep thieves away. So heads up on that. We had no reports, though, that is happening in our area. At least not yet. And that wraps it up for your morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, sending it back to you on this very busy Monday.
Thanks, Elizabeth. That story is nutso, by the way. I mean, putting gas in your car right now is so expensive and horrible.
I know.
But stealing it, really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It happens a lot.
My gosh, is there anything sacred in this world anymore? So depressing. Okay, well, speaking of, depressing things, let's talk a little bit about a marriage that went bad. TMZ has learned that Kim Kardashian is actually donating, this is actually a good story to tell you the truth, is donating twice of what she snagged in those wedding gifts to a really good charity. Now, of course, we all know she got divorced very quickly from her marriage to Chris Humphries, and what she did was she sent a letter, and she sent it to every guest that was at the Kim K. Chris Humphries wedding.
And she wrote that she said, "I would like to thank you for your generous and thoughtful wedding gift. It has taken me some time to pull everything together, but I wanted to let you know that the money for every gift received by me at my wedding has been donated to the Dream Foundation." And Kim estimates the total cash value of all the gifts to be right around $100,000, but she's cutting a check for twice that amount for the Dream Foundation. So pretty cool.
See, I love that.
She's doing that.
At
least the money is going to something good, and they're not keeping the wedding gifts.
Well, I think a lot of people were really saying a lot of things about, it was a money scheme, it was a big entertainment thing, and it had nothing to do with her really loving him. But I think this is her way of cleaning up her image and saying, look, I made a mistake. I know I made a mistake. I'm embarrassed by my mistake, and now I want to do something good as a result of it. So good for her. I wish her the best. Now, this is an interesting story as well. Oprah Winfrey, love you, Oprah, I miss you, has landed the first interview with Whitney Houston's daughter and other family members for a TV special that will air on the Oprah Winfrey Network OWN on March 11th. Now, it's called Oprah's Next Chapter. It's going to feature an interview with 18-year-old Bobby Christina, Houston's only child, and it will also include Patricia Houston, who is the singer's sister-in-law and manager, as well as the singer's brother, Gary.
Of course, Oprah says, I'm not done yet.
Of course.
Whenever there's something big out there, especially involving something like someone like Whitney Houston
Yes.
and her daughter now, since Whitney Houston's deceased, but you know she's going to come back.
Yeah, well, you know, she had that season opener a few years back with the big Whitney interview when Whitney was about to make her big comeback, and she talked about her life with Bobby, and she talked about Bobby Christina, and she talked about the Diane Sawyer interview that went so wrong. And so she did all that. She did all that. So she really has, I think, a special relationship with that family.
Right.
So I think this was a great way to her to kind of just reel in what's going on with the family and how they're feeling after this horrible, tragic loss. So we'll see. That should be good.
That'll be interesting. I'm sure a lot of people are missing Oprah, so it'll be good to hear, you know, what she has to say.
I miss her so much, Kristen. You don't know. Okay, I'm all right now. And that was actually genuine. I really do miss her.
I know. I know you do. I know you do.
But I'll tell you what, I will not be missing the mild temperatures and the sunshine this couple days, right?
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. Today is going to be really the day to get out there, so enjoy it.